Hey YouTube, welcome to the first video of RPG Imaginings. This is actually not my first channel, this is my second channel. I have another channel called Clutch Situation in which I review and discuss mechanical pencils and the engineering and design of mechanical pencils, one of my hobbies. It's not the only hobby that I have. One of my other hobbies is role-playing games. And I've been a tabletop and role-playing gamer for over 25 years, and I'm always seeking outlets to be able to discuss aspects of role-playing games that maybe I'm not able to do on a regular basis with people around me, especially in my professional work. I'm a teacher, and I'm always interested in learning more. And so what I have for you today for this first video for RPG Imaginings is a pseudo unboxing of a supplement that I've been really looking forward to over the last couple weeks. It was a Kickstarter about a year ago, and I was not able to get in on the Kickstarter, but as I was reading through, I don't remember whether it was DriveThruRPG or BasicRoleplaying.org's forums, but I discovered that this supplement was a thing, and I discovered that I was able to order it. It was such a successful Kickstarter that there were extra copies available for purchase. And so it was kind of a no-brainer for me. I went ahead and purchased it, and I did not expect to receive this package in the mail today. And so I'm excited to share my excitement with you because this is an unboxing of a game that I have been waiting for a couple of weeks, and I did not expect it to ship so soon. Now, I also want to be honest with you in that I had shot an earlier version of this video that I wasn't happy with, and so I'm going to do a pseudo unboxing here because all of the tape has already been cut. And so, you know what, play along with me, okay? I'm pretending like I'm cutting it for the first... Oh, yep, definitely cutting this for the first time. The integrity of this tape has not been cut up until this point. Okay, we're crafting our own little story here. You ready? What is the supplement? Came wrapped in this nice paper packaging, protecting it within the box, and it is Harlem Unbound, a supplement for Call of Cthulhu and Gumshoe role-playing system. Of course, Trail of Cthulhu is the famous Gumshoe role-playing version of Call of Cthulhu. And the reason why I've been excited for this supplement is that the author, Chris Spivey, has crafted this obviously as a labor of love. I can say that for sure because I've had the PDF now for a couple weeks and I've spent a little bit of time leafing through it, and Chris cares very deeply about his work, and that shines through very obviously in reading the text for this. This is a very information-dense book, and it is a book focused on Harlem, New York during the 1920s and 1930s. Now, why would that be an interesting setting for Call of Cthulhu? Well, for those of you who know Call of Cthulhu, you know that the author of the original Cthulhu stories, so to speak, cosmic horror stories, is H.P. Lovecraft. He was a friend of Robert E. Howard, and he was involved with a lot of the serialized fiction that existed in the 1920s and 1930s. He wrote this amazing cosmic horror fiction, and his personal reviews on race were horrible. The guy was a flaming racist. He wrote very disrespectfully of other cultures. And what Chris is trying to do, and, you know, Chris, correct me if you don't think that this is correct, my understanding is that what Chris is trying to do is to confront this elephant in the room that exists for Cthulhu gamers about H.P. Lovecraft. Folks, we can love the cosmic horror fiction of H.P. Lovecraft, but that does not mean that we have to revere the man who wrote it. And I do not revere the man who wrote it. I love his fiction, but I'm pretty convinced that he was an unethical human being. And I'm not going to sugarcoat that. And so what Chris is trying to do here with Harlem Unbound is not only to help to educate gamers about Harlem, this amazing cultural center in New York in the 1920s and 1930s that developed over time, but also to ask players and their keepers to really put yourself in the role of a person of color during these time periods and understand what it would be like to be a disenfranchised individual. There are disenfranchised individuals in modern times, folks. This hasn't gone away. Okay, and so if we're really serious about using role-playing games to learn more about the world, I can think of no better way to learn about the world than really asking these sometimes difficult questions that people have surrounding what it's like to be a member of a marginalized group. And so I'm going to just leaf through the supplement a little bit as I finish up the video here. What I'm intending to do here after the pseudo unboxing is to give you just a little preview of what I'm going to be talking about a little later on when I do a full review of Harlem Unbound. And then I'll do an actual review video a little later on as another video on the channel. And so the book is broken up basically into information about Harlem, some key individuals who would be historical figures for Harlem, how to create investigators that would be unique to Harlem. The full gumshoe rules are in this book, which I think from a gamer standpoint really increases the value of this book, although the content in of itself is really what I key in on for any role-playing supplement. When I buy a role-playing supplement, I'm doing it to get ideas and to have a rich setting to present to my players. And so information about storytelling, specifically also guidelines about how to maybe be a white person who is playing a character who is a person of color, or if you are a keeper, how to be supportive of people of color who are gamers within your group. There's scenario hooks and a variety of adventures, which I'm not going to show in the book because I don't want players to be spoiled. That would be for keepers. And so I really love the art style of this as well with the black and red motif. It happens to work out really great for me because as a high school teacher, my school colors are red and black, and so it's perfect for me. But I kind of like this minimalist art style as well. This is a really information-dense book. We have a Harlem timeline here from prehistory, from a Cthulhu-esque standpoint, all the way up through modern times, significant events that happens. You can see that ghouls are featuring in the book. Information about different regions within Harlem, people, both historical and fictional that exist, rules for the gumshoe system, how the gumshoe system works, mythos entities that could be present within Harlem. And so this is just a really rich book that is really asking players and keepers to consider a wonderful aspect of American history that many of us could stand to learn a lot more about. And so, Chris, thank you so much for writing this and for sharing it with us. I'm excited to support this product and to learn more about Harlem and to share this with other people as well. And so this is the first official video for RPG Imaginings. And so I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be posting more videos on this channel that are associated with role-playing supplements that I would like to see reviewed on YouTube that are not. And there's no better supplement for me to feature first on the channel than Harlem Unbound for Call of Cthulhu and for Gumshoe role-playing games. And so thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.